In the midst of the Cold War, the Soviet Union and the United States found themselves locked in a fierce race for technological supremacy, with space exploration at its heart. The Luna program was conceived as a way for the Soviet Union to demonstrate its power and capability. It was 1955, and the Soviet government recognized the potential of space exploration not just for scientific discovery, but as a weapon for national pride. The task was daunting. The Soviet Union had limited experience in space exploration compared to the United States, and they were beginning to catch up. The Luna missions began with Luna 1, the first spacecraft designed to fly by the moon. It was a bold step, but the Soviets were determined to show the world that they could match or even exceed the Americans in space technology. The Luna program's team, led by Sergei Korolev, the chief designer of the Soviet space program, had no room for failure. Their first goal was to send a spacecraft to the moon, a feat that would prove their capability. But little did they know, the road ahead would be riddled with technical and political struggles. On January 2nd, 1959, Luna 1 was launched, and it was the Soviet Union's first attempt to reach the moon. The spacecraft was designed to pass within 6,000 kilometers of the moon's surface. The world watched with bated breath. The Soviets were sending a spacecraft to the moon, but there were many hurdles to overcome, not least the technical challenge of navigating across the vast expanse of space. However, the Luna 1 mission did not go as planned. While the spacecraft made it beyond the Earth's atmosphere and traveled toward the moon, a crucial error in trajectory caused it to miss the moon entirely, flying past it and entering orbit around the sun instead. It was a failure, but not a complete one. The spacecraft had gathered valuable data about the moon's environment, and it marked the first time a human-made object had been sent on a trajectory to the moon, even if it didn't reach its destination. Despite the setback, the Soviet space team saw the mission as a learning experience, and they prepared for the next launch. This was only the beginning of their long and arduous journey to the moon. Less than a year later, in September 1959, the Soviets launched Luna 2, a mission that would make history. The stakes were high, and the pressure to succeed was enormous. The Soviet Union needed to prove its strength in the space race. Luna 2 was the first spacecraft designed specifically to crash into the moon. It was a risky maneuver, but the Soviets were determined to succeed. The mission was a triumph. On September 12th, Luna 2 became the first human-made object to reach the moon, crashing onto its surface. This marked a monumental achievement in space exploration. The world had witnessed the first impact on the moon, and the Soviets had delivered a major blow in the space race. However, this success was not without its struggles. The technical challenges were immense, navigating the spacecraft accurately, ensuring the rocket's engines fired properly, and managing the spacecraft's instruments. Despite the achievement, there were still uncertainties surrounding how much data the spacecraft would send back, given its limited technology. While Luna 2 had achieved the goal of reaching the moon, the Soviets weren't content to stop there. They wanted to uncover the mysteries of the lunar surface. In October 1959, Luna 3 was launched. Its primary mission was to photograph the far side of the moon, a side never before seen by humanity. The technical challenges were formidable. The far side of the moon was hidden from view by the Earth, and the spacecraft had to maneuver carefully to capture images. The team behind Luna 3 faced difficulties in ensuring the spacecraft's instruments could take clear photographs from such a great distance. The success of Luna 3 came after months of experimentation and precision, and when the photographs came back, they showed the world the first images of the far side of the moon. This was a game-changing discovery. The images showed that the far side of the moon was vastly different from the near side, with more craters and fewer large maria, the large, dark, basaltic plains. The success of Luna 3 catapulted the Soviet Union into the global spotlight once again, solidifying their position as a space power. But the struggles were not over. The Soviets knew they had much more to learn, and the next mission would take them even further. As the early Luna missions provided valuable information, the Soviet Union turned its attention to landing on the moon's surface. The challenge was immense. How could they land a spacecraft softly and safely on the lunar surface? After several years of preparation, Luna 9 was launched on January 31st, 1966. The world held its breath as the spacecraft descended toward the moon. The Soviets faced the technical challenge of ensuring the spacecraft's descent was controlled, that the landing site was safe, and that the data could be transmitted back to Earth. The mission's success was a major breakthrough. Luna 9 became the first spacecraft to achieve a soft landing on the moon and transmit photographs back to Earth. The soft landing technology was crucial for future lunar missions. It marked a significant step forward in Soviet space exploration and proved that a safe landing on the moon was possible. Yet, the mission was not without struggle. Every step, from landing to transmitting data, required the coordination of countless engineers, scientists, and mission control staff. The Soviets had finally achieved the seemingly impossible, but their work was far from over. In 1970, the Soviet Union embarked on its next ambitious mission, bringing back samples of the moon's surface. Luna 16 was the first mission in history to return lunar soil to Earth. The task was incredibly difficult. The spacecraft had to successfully land on the moon, collect samples, and return to Earth without failure. The mission was successful, and Luna 16 returned with 101 grams of lunar soil. This was a significant achievement for the Soviet Union, but the path to success had been riddled with technical issues. Navigating the spacecraft, ensuring a precise landing, and safely return to Earth were all major hurdles. The mission's success helped pave the way for later sample return missions, including Luna 20 in 1972. Although the Soviets succeeded in bringing back lunar samples, their American counterparts, through the Apollo missions, would eventually bring back far more. The Soviet Union's struggles in this area highlighted the limitations of their space technology and resources. The lunar program gradually wound down, with the last significant mission, Luna 24, taking place in 1976. The Soviet Union had achieved much. The first spacecraft to reach the moon, the first soft landing, the first photographs of the far side, and the first lunar samples returned to Earth. However, by the mid-1970s, the focus of space exploration shifted. The end of the Luna program marked the end of an era of Soviet lunar exploration. The program had faced significant struggles, technical failures, resource limitations, and fierce competition with the United States. But despite these challenges, the lunar missions were groundbreaking and set the stage for future exploration of the moon and beyond. The legacy of the lunar program is one of resilience. It proved that even in the face of immense struggles, human ingenuity could push the boundaries of space exploration. The lessons learned from Luna were passed down to future missions, both in the Soviet Union and the rest of the world. The Soviet Union may have lost the race to land humans on the moon, but the Luna program's achievements were monumental in their own right and continue to influence lunar exploration today.